In the wild, mysterious depths of Brittany, France, sits an old abandoned shack. Surrounded by ancient oaks and home to all manner of forest dwellers, it is here that we meet to share our stories. So pull up a seat, swing that light, grab your favourite beverage as we share another tantalising tale in the Freakin Shack.
Welcome to the shack.
I'm not sat here eating cake. I don't know what you mean.
We both got cake. Cake and tea.
Love it.
Tea and cake.
Tea and cake is where it's at. All things fall short of tea and cake.
Yeah.
I mean, tea and biscuits are up there.
Tea and biscuits are definitely up there.
What's your dunkability test for your cake? Not for your cake. Don't dunk your cake. Oh, my God. Tragedy.
The thing
Biscuits. What do you dunk?
Chocolate digestives.
Hobnobs.
Oh, no, I don't like hobnobs.
Oh, what? What?
I'm not a hobnob girl.
You've got to love a hobnob.
If Dad buys hobnobs, then I don't have any. He eats them all himself.
Well, I suppose more for him, you know.
It is. The only cake that you can dunk that I found out is...
Breton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Madeline's.
Oh, can you... Really?
Yes. In
Ooh.
coffee.
Oh, fair.
Oh.
Yeah, crepes and madeleines, I'm guessing they do that.
So nice.
A lot here.
Really nice. So, yes. So, we're here with our brews. A cup of tea, obviously. Good Yorkshire brew. And cake.
Absolutely.
So, enjoying ourselves and about to do a little topic, as this is a special, on Valentine's Day.
Oh, yay!
The myths and legends surrounding Valentine's Day. So a whole episode full of love and joy and death and destruction.
Excellent.
And flagellation.
I like it
and
better already.
sacrifice. And all the dark things that we found out about Valentine's Day.
I love it. Absolutely fantastic.
With a little bit of love thrown in.
Just a smidgen.
just a smidge.
Yeah. A bit of, what do they call it? Passion.
Oh, yeah, a bit of pash.
Yeah.
Like a bit of pash.
A bit of pash. Oh, dear. That's what they call it, isn't it? When there's, like, excessive rage in a murder scene and they say it's a crime of passion.
Oh, yes.
You know. I'm a true crime
Buff.
not a buff, no. But I like a bit of true crime.
I do too,
Yeah,
actually.
there's a few true crime podcasts that I listen to that I quite like.
Yeah, meaty.
Yeah,
Get teeth into.
absolutely.
Might have to put a link in the show notes.
Absolutely, we should. And I'm just trying to think. The True Crime Campfire.
Oh, right, yeah.
Love those two.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. They speak my language. I love it.
Ah, cool.
They have a true crime they have a true crime campfire wood chipper
Ooh.
that they have to metaphorically put in people who go into the wood chipper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when those people are like really, really like heinous, they go
Yikes.
into the true crime wood chipper. And I have to admit, every time they mention it, I'm like, yep, totally agree. Yep, in the wood chipper.
Put them in the wood chipper. Have we got a wood chipper?
We don't have a wood chipper.
We haven't.
We could probably find something.
We've got a log splitter. Hey, we might have to get the sound of the log splitter.
It's hydraulic as well, so it's quite brutal.
It is very brutal.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with our own, I think.
Yeah, I think we will. But we're in the shack, we're in the countryside, so we've got to have things like this.
Things like that. Yeah.
There you go. It's either that or just take them down to the local hunt.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Let them be hunted. We've just finished watching that on the telly this week. Is it Hunted again?
Oh, I see.
Celebrity Hunted. I don't like Celebrity Hunted. Do you know why?
Why?
I have no idea who anybody is.
Oh, that's fair. To be fair, I wouldn't know who they were either.
No. A couple of them were really supposed to be really famous podcasters as well.
Thing is, with podcasting, you never get to see them.
No.
I mean, a lot of the time, okay, granted, a lot of podcasters do video as well.
They
now,
do video as well, yeah.
But, you know, I just listen, and so I never get to see anybody. So when they come up and they go, oh, yeah, these are really famous podcasters, and they show their face, I'm like, well, I don't know who it is. Could be anybody.
I have no idea.
So, yeah, I feel your pain on that
Sorry, fellow podcasters.
Yeah, sorry, I just don't know your face. I will know your voice if you speak to me. I will know your voice, but I don't know your face at all because I just listen. I like to listen. It's great.
Yeah, so I tend not to watch the hunted thing because I just don't know anyone.
I mean, it's not very helpful for me because I haven't had a TV for about 10 years now. So I'm really out of the loop with any of the sort of TV shows that are on, unless it's like series and things like that I can stream or, stuff like that. I'm clued up with things like that. But the actual TV programmes that they put on, I haven't got a clue what's going on. And so many people say to me, oh, did you see this last week? No, I haven't seen that. Don't. Oh, no, of course I haven't.
Don't ask me anything. I haven't got a mouthful of cake.
Yeah, there you go. I can't talk to you now, or you can't talk to me now because you've got a mouthful of cake. It's all right. I'll take over. I'll field this
It's
one.
very nice cake. You didn't even watch Traitors, did you?
No.
Like, see, that I do like.
Fair.
I do enjoy that. And I've also been watching Beast Games on Amazon Prime. You've got Amazon Prime, haven't you?
Well, only from you.
Yeah. Only because we share.
We share it. No, I listen to because I listen. I don't watch as much, but I have got an absolute ton of audiobooks, and it's been my mission this year to kind of get through a few more of them. And I've just finished The Truth by Terry Pratchett, which is absolutely hilarious. I absolutely love it. And while we're on the subject of our, spookies, paranormals, yada yada, their photographer is a vampire. I don't know if you know this. He's a vampire, and every time the light goes off, he clutches his chest and disappears into a pool of dust. But he's got a little vial of his own blood or something. He's got a little vial around his neck, so it breaks when it hits the floor, and then he can revive himself.
Brilliant.
It's absolute genius. I love it. And there's so much of that book that because I think Terry Pratchett was a journalist, so it sort of ties in that he knows a lot about what goes on behind the scenes, and the way that he talks about it with all the different characters in there is just brilliant. It's just a mug of genius.
I've still got cake. I have just finished.
Oh dear. But anyway, so I've been listening to audiobooks rather than watching TV because I quite enjoy that. And, plus the fact that I've got no electric in the downstairs of my house right now.
Oh, no, you haven't, have you?
No, because we flooded.
Yeah.
And all the electric system in the wall was just a great conduit for all the water that came flooding out.
Yeah, the water came piling into your house through the electrical sockets.
Yes, through the electrical sockets.
Lovely.
So I was at the back door mopping like a mad woman
To stop the rain coming in
to
under
stop
the
the rain
door.
coming in under the kitchen door, and then the water arrived from behind me.
Yeah.
And I could hear water running, and I was like, wait, where's that coming from? And when I turned around, I went into the living room, and the whole floor was inundated, and we had water literally flowing out like a tap from the electric sockets. So, yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, so now insurance companies, yada yada, and all that jazz that come with that.
Yeah.
And they said they're going to send an expert out to check the electrics, but they're not going to do that for another month and a half.
Great. Lovely.
So we might have to hire our own guy and just, keep the receipt.
Yeah.
And then just claim it back afterwards. But hey ho.
Take lots of pictures.
Oh yeah, I've got video of it all going on at the time.
Oh dear.
Oh yes, 34 towels I think we used on the floor to try and soak everything up. We failed. It was over the towels, but it was faster to wring out a towel and put it back down than it was to mop.
Yeah. I think mopping would have just swilled it around a bit.
Pretty much, yeah. Just
stir it.
Yeah, just stir the pot. It's fine. Not a problem.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, fun and games where I am. I mean, let's face it, if you flood, the world's in trouble.
Yeah, if we flood, the world is definitely in trouble.
Yeah, Noah will be out in his arc.
Yeah.
Think if you flood.
I think we're like 380 metres
above
above.
the nearest sort of water course.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're fine.
Yeah. So the water does tend to run straight down the hill.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really have a problem there.
Yeah, we just need a boat at the bottom. We'd be fine.
Well, you see, we'd have been fine if the land drain at the bottom had actually been draining. Unfortunately, when they resurfaced the road, they blocked the whole thing up.
Nice.
Yeah. So the water didn't have anywhere to go. So although we're not at the bottom of a hill, there's more hill to go. It just couldn't get there because the land drain was completely blocked. So they just walled us in. And they're lovely. Thanks. We'll just fill up from in here. It was a nightmare. And we ended up having to get the local guy to come out, and he brought his digger and they dug it all through, and all of a sudden the water started running, and it's like, oh, brilliant. Since then, I feel like I need to touch something made of wood right now. Since then, we've been okay.
Thank goodness for that.
And we have had sort of 2 days of continuous rain. So
I have thought about you every time I've heard it hammering. It never stopped last night.
No,
I
it didn't.
don't think.
No, it didn't. It stopped briefly, just long enough for me and my other half to drift off to sleep. And then it started again, and both of us were like, shing, we're awake. and we've literally done that every single time it started raining, because we've got skylights. So that rain hits the skylight. So you hear
it, yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, here we go again. Only we haven't. Touch wood. We're fine.
Yeah.
We are keeping everything crossed that we will continue to be fine. Oh dear. But what a drama.
It is a bit of drama, isn't it? When it's... Yeah, I mean, we had a tiny little leak from the roof, right where one roof meets another, which is typical of where, if you're going to get a problem, that's where you get a problem.
Yeah.
And we couldn't feel sorry for ourselves after we saw what you were doing.
I literally sent you pictures and videos of the water just pouring into the house.
We were just like, we have a little tiny bit coming down the wall, and yes, all right, it was close to the electric sockets.
Yeah, it was close to the fuse box.
Yeah, it was close to the fuse box. So that's all sort of padded round, and actually nothing's touched that at all. So we've been fine. And Daddy's getting on the roof tomorrow with waterproofing in hand.
Love it.
Okay, shall we start?
Yeah.
Because I think we're already...
I mean, we've already been chatting for like a quarter of an hour. So.
Yeah, for about a quarter of an hour.
That'd be
and
fine.
Eating cake and drinking tea and having a good old natter.
Yeah. Hey, that's what the people come for.
Of course you do. You don't come for the subjects, really. Anyway, today's subject, seeing as this is going out on the 13th of February.
Cool.
So a day before Valentine's Day. So we thought...
Which I put absolutely no stock in whatsoever, but you know.
Me neither, really, but hey-ho. But we thought we'd try and sort of do an alternative to love and all this sort of stuff, and have a look at some of the stories behind Valentine's Day and some of the sort of things that go on around it that aren't not too lovey-dovey.
Like it.
Yeah.
I prefer to keep it that way.
Yeah. So, although we will be having a little nice thing towards the end. So, Valentine's Day. It used to be called, if I can say this right, Lupercalia.
I'm looking at you with a shocked look on my face because I have no idea what that means.
I don't know what it means. Lupercalia Festival.
Sounds like something wolf-related.
Well, there were links to wolves, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the moon. I'm not sure. But Lupercalia is a word that it was given. Now, from what I've read, it sort of comes from pagan times.
Right.
As
Which makes sense.
As a lot of these things do. But it was something that, it says, originating from ancient pagan festivals. And it became a festival in ancient Rome. So when the Romans were over here, they obviously saw some sort of festival going on around this time.
And decided we'll have that. Thanks very much.
And thought, yeah, that's a really good idea. We'll have a bit of that.
Oh, dear. Like they did, yeah.
So it says the date is around the 14th of February, but it was actually the 15th of February. It was Lupercalia Festival.
Oh, okay.
Was the 15th. And the purpose was purification, health and fertility. There you go.
All right, that fits.
So the rituals were, you'll love these, animal sacrifices.
Of course. I mean, why? What's a festival without that?
Feasting and flagellation.
Okay.
So,
I mean, when you say animal sacrifice followed by feasting, does that consist of like killing a pig to then cook it and eat it, potentially?
no.
Oh, no, it's a blood sacrifice then. Just for the sake of death. Okay.
I'll tell you in a second. Now, it does say...
I was thinking it was going to be like Christmas, so you kill a chicken,
Turkey.
just so you can eat it. That makes sense in my head, but no, okay.
No.
We're talking ritual sacrifice. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, goats, sheep and dogs, apparently.
Wow. That's just mean. I don't know why we consider it more mean to be a dog than a goat. Because goats are really lovely.
They are. They're really intelligent and lovely. But hey-ho. That's what happened. We are talking about sort of 270 AD.
Wow.
So, quite a while ago.
Some time ago.
That was the Romans, but of course the pagans probably went back even further than that. And I don't know whether the pagans did this sort of thing or whether this was just the Romans that did this.
I mean, it's not out of the realms of normality, I don't think, for pagans as
No.
well.
No.
But, yeah, fair.
But
it might not have been the same thing.
you see, it does say here in my notes, because what happened was, as usual, as Christianity came into the Roman Empire...
Okay, let's all do it together. Let's do a painful roll of the eyes. Okay, carry on.
They decided that they liked the festival of it all, and therefore they claimed it.
Did they actually just like the sacrifice bit?
Who
knows?
Who knows? So... it's believed that Valentine's Day evolved from Lupercalia when the Christian church spread throughout the empire.
As they did.
And it was connected, there you go, it was connected to the Luperci priesthood, the brothers of the wolf.
There you go, see? I thought there had to be a loop.
There was definitely something to do with looping.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Unless it's French, in which case it's loup. You don't pronounce the P.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because loup is actually a magnifying glass. Just saying.
Or Lou is a wolf.
Is the wolf, yeah. Which really baffled me because I did not know that before I started work in the school, and I know that now. Yeah, they had they've got a teddy that's part of the class. You see, and every weekend the teddy goes home with somebody.
Oh yes,
and
yes.
And he's called Lulu. And I thought he was a loop with a p. There's no p.
There's no p.
He's Lulu because Lou, it has a silent P on there.
Ah, right.
Yes, because loop is the p is a magnifying glass, not a wolf. Sorry.
Oh, right. Anyway.
Now that I've given you that useless information.
Thank you. We'll hold on to it until Halloween or something.
Yeah.
Or
absolutely.
the full moon. Could be. Werewolf coming up soon.
Ooh, good idea. I like it.
I like it. Creatures.
Yeah, good idea.
Right, anyway.
Future episode in making.
St. Valentine, where did the name come from? Again, it's believed to come from somebody who was a priest, and he was performing illegal secret marriages.
And why were they illegal? Were they illegal because he wasn't allowed to do them, or illegal because these people were not allowed to be married?
Well, he defied Emperor Claudius II.
How dare he?
Who had said that you either couldn't do marriage or you couldn't do secret marriage. I don't know. It was either you couldn't get married at all or you just couldn't get married in secret.
Oh, I see. So it had to be like a public event.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's that thing of, like, you have to have witnesses.
Maybe.
Could be that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past it being like, oh, it's two people that, well, you're not allowed to marry that person because yada, yada, yada.
But anyway, he found out. He was arrested. So this priest that was performing these...
Illegal marriages.
They
In
weren't...
inverted commas.
Yeah. So he was arrested and thrown into prison. And it is said that, whether this happened or not, he fell in love with the jailer's daughter.
Oh.
Whilst in prison. And he wrote her a farewell...
Did she visit often? Just, how did you meet this?
I think
the
she might have
daughter?
bought him food.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. She was somehow involved in the whole
She was somehow involved in him being in jail. And I have a feeling it was to bring him food. He fell in love with her and he wrote her a farewell note, signing it, because he was called Valentine, signed it from your Valentine.
Ah.
So they believed that that's where the first Valentine's card was based upon. But then the next day he was beaten to death with clubs and then beheaded.
Oh. Well, I have to admit, it's not the way the stories usually go.
It was not a happy ever
Not
after.
a happily ever after, no. No, note to self, don't sign your cards from your Valentine. It's
Valentine.
clearly bad luck. You might get beaten to death.
But then, I know I keep thrashing the church a bit here, but all of a sudden they realised they'd made a mistake.
What, hang on a minute, you've beaten this guy to death, and then you go, oh, sorry. Oops.
Think we've made a bit of a
Wrong
mistake
guy.
here. So he was canonised in death, made a martyr, and this day, Lupercalia, was then changed to Valentine's Day in his memory.
Well, I can't help but think that's not going to cut it. I think that's a pretty bum deal, I've got to be honest. Poor guy. Oh, it's okay. We'll say sorry afterwards.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we'll do all this heinous stuff to you just because you've performed some marriages in a little room where you shouldn't have done. We're going to beat you to death and then cut your head off and then...
And then go, actually, we might have made a bit of an error there.
Yeah. Oh dear.
What did the jailer's daughter think?
I have no idea.
Like, that was like, I don't know whether it was unrequited love or if she reciprocated that feeling.
No, we will never know.
We will never know, but I can't help but think that I'd be pretty peed right off. Just taking the man I love out into the wherever he was, beating him to death, and then went, oh, sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, actually, we might have made a bit of a mistake. Let's call this holiday after him.
Yeah, we'll name this day after him. Well, I can't help but think I'd have rather had him with me, you know, and not had the day named after him. But there we go. Anyway, I digress.
That is sort of where they think the day comes from. Believe it or not.
Fair.
But the origins are all in sort of folklore.
I'm assuming there's probably more than one story of where this type of thing came from. So.
Yeah, but they're all linked to the same thing. A lot of them are coming from that sort of angle that it was pagan and it was... Or a what? I didn't hear that.
You said from that sort of angle, and I can't hear that word without going to... God, what film was it? Hot Fuzz. Because they called him, his thing was Angel, and they'd written angle in everything. So every time you turned up, they were like, morning angle. So every time I hear the word angle, I can't help it. Morning angle.
That's what you said. Right, okay. So I was looking then at some of the things that they did at this festival in Rome, and we had about animal sacrifices. So it says here, not all Valentines were sweetness and light. The anti-Valentine appeared in the 1840s, often called the vinegar Valentine.
Oh.
And they were supposed to be used by people to give things to unwanted suitors, to get rid of people, or to send something to somebody that wasn't very nice, that you didn't like.
Have you seen I follow a woman on social media. It's absolutely hilarious. She crochets gifts for people you don't like. And it is hysterical, the types of things that she does. Anyway.
But some of the things I was reading about, I didn't think I'd need these notes, but I do now. Turn the page, you can hear me.
Turn the page.
Turn the page. So, during Lupercalia, animals were sacrificed as part of the rituals. The blood from the sacrifices was believed to have magical properties.
Of course, because why wouldn't it?
That could promote...
It's not magical, however, if it stays in the animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could promote fertility and protect against evil spirits.
As they do.
So, women would line up to be whipped with the hides of the sacrificed animals. It was believed that being whipped would make women more fertile and ensure successful childbirth.
Of course it would. Of course it would.
Do you think that was the men in the...
I've got a feeling it might have been. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the women.
It wasn't their idea.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't their idea. No.
They were
Honestly, I hate our history.
the world history.
Now, at what point... At what point does somebody go, I tell you what, because you might not be fertile. We have no way of checking this or knowing how fertile or not fertile you are. But if we whip you with a goat skin, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can't help but think I'd just laugh that you're just out of your tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just says it all.
I was just gobsmacked.
My flabber has been gasted.
Yeah. There was also a matchmaking lottery as part of the Lupercalia festival. Young men would draw the names of women from a jar.
Oh, right. Not the other way around then.
No, it wasn't. No, they didn't have car keys. Did they have chariot keys that they put in? And the couples would be paired for the duration of the festival. This was a way to encourage new romantic connections and pairings. That
right.
Yeah. It sounds a little... That bit there.
It sounds a bit swinger-esque.
Yeah, it was a way to encourage new romantic connections and pairings. But notice it was all the women's names that were in the jar, and the men got to choose the women.
Yeah.
That, it was just like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, moving on very quickly. There was dark food and drinks, it says.
Ooh.
In medieval...
Red wine, then.
Yeah, probably. In medieval times, some people consumed strange food and drink on Valentine's Day to influence their romantic futures.
Oh, is this the whole aphrodisiac thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's
some really messed up things on that list.
Yeah. I'd rather do without it because it says eating mashed earthworms
nice.
or other bizarre foods was believed to bring good luck in love.
Mashed earthworms. I mean, that says love to me.
These rituals were meant to invoke magical properties and ensure romantic success.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes. Just smash up that earthworm.
and you'll be fine. Whip you with a goat skin, mash up an earthworm. Who comes up with this stuff?
Yeah.
I think there must have been drugs involved. Somebody... It's got to have been like an acid trip gone wrong.
Yeah.
Where they've just dreamt this stuff up and gone, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll drag the women out, we'll whip them with goat skins, we'll mash up earthworms, we'll all eat that together and we'll all be fine. It doesn't sound weird at all.
No.
I swear. Or it was some guy who'd had way too much to drink and thought he'd travelled back in time and decided he was going to mess with them. And got, tell you what, I'll come up with all these weird ideas.
Yeah. Just suggest it.
Yeah, we'll tell them all this stuff and see if they do it.
Oh, dear. Right, so I'm just trying to find my next bit of I've got so many notes here.
I can see lots of highlighter.
There is a lot of highlighting here, but we've done some of those already.
All right.
And they apparently used to light jack-o'-lanterns to light medieval love banquets. There you go.
Does that mean that if you've still got one left over from Halloween,
yeah,
you can use it again
for
Valentine's Day?
You can use it again for Valentine's Day.
Love it. We like being able to recycle. Although if it's a vegetable, I'm guessing it's going to be fairly rotten by the time February comes around. You
Quite
might not
possibly.
want to reuse that one.
No, might get a new one.
Yeah.
It says something here about birds, because apparently February the 14th was sort of set aside as the day that the birds choose a partner.
Oh, I see.
So the birds are starting to court other birds, ready for their fertile season of having babies. But it does say on here that, it was a medieval belief that birds choose their mates on February 14th. People would give quail eggs as symbols of romance and fertility, although there's no scientific evidence to support this belief.
One would think that if they were giving quail's eggs, then quail were already laying eggs before the 14th. Never mind.
But it says, sadly, this probably isn't true. The belief may come from a line in Chaucer's poems.
Oh, well, yes.
So you can, again, have a look at some of the evidence online to see whether or not you thought that. But it does say birds play a huge part in other weird Valentine beliefs.
Okay.
The first bird a single woman saw on Valentine's Day could predict her future husband's character.
What does it have to do?
This...
I mean, is this a bird that does a song and dance routine?
Maybe. This form of divination is known as ornithomancy. Ornithomancy.
Ooh.
Ideally, you'd want to see a canary, because then you would marry a doctor.
Right.
If you saw a goldfinch, it would be a rich man.
Oh, of course.
Yours is a rich man. Stop there. Don't be silly. And doves mean that you have a happy marriage.
Okay. Can I just mention that deviner in French, right? Divination is the word to guess.
Just guess.
just guessing, and it just makes me go. It makes me giggle because I'm just like, that sounds more divination.
Yeah.
Guessing. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, and it does say avoid woodpeckers.
Well,
I'm going to say no more. I'm going to let people guess.
you can come to your own conclusions on that one.
No, it just says you will stay unmarried. So probably there might be a lot of women out there going, please let me see a woodpecker.
Yeah, I'd rather have a woodpecker.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
There you go.
That's quite funny.
It says things like women turn to food to help with Valentine's issues. They might throw marigolds into the path of their love.
I have a question. When you say Valentine's Day issues,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of issues with Valentine's Day. It's got nothing to do with wanting to find somebody. No. I found my somebody, thank you very much. But, Valentine's Day issues. Yeah, we're not going to go there.
Yeah. You don't have to have any issues. You don't even have to celebrate it if you don't want to.
No, I was going to say, just stay at home. Just stay at home. Do your own thing.
Yeah, go out and do your own thing.
Or go out and do your own thing. Yeah.
And don't really give a monkeys. Right. You can pin bay leaves to a pillow.
I thought you said Baileys then.
Baileys, yeah. You can have a Baileys with a couple of bits of ice. And
that's great, yeah.
And just say sod Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's probably a new tradition we need to bring in.
I like that. Yeah, Baileys.
Baileys, either with ice or in your coffee.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. New tradition being brought in by the Freakin Shack. Or they would mash up leeks and earthworms and eat the mixture. Yeah.
I think I'd rather have the Baileys. Gotta be honest.
Just stick to the Baileys, everyone.
Yeah, rather than bay leaves. Just Baileys, yeah.
Yeah. They put all sorts of weird things under their pillows. Yeah. We're not going there. I refuse. Yeah, so it was a belief that women would fall in love with the first person they saw.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah, and apparently there was a famous wife, I can't remember who it was now, he was a poet, I think, and she would walk around all morning with her eyes closed, even though she was already a wife, because the first person you see in the morning, surely it would have been her husband.
Well, yeah, I'm totally confused by this.
But she would walk around all morning with her eyes closed so that she didn't see. She didn't see anyone else. I'm just looking at your face.
No, I'm assuming they live together. I'm assuming as husband and wife, they're sharing a bedroom.
Yeah.
When you open your eyes in the morning,
Yes. Yeah.
who's the first person you're likely to see? If it's not your husband, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. But anyway, that was one silly thing I saw.
Used to walk around with their eyes.
In case she saw somebody that wasn't. Oh my God. Why is it always the women? Why can't men have all these issues?
Why? Because it is the men's issues. They've just got to pin them on the women.
What it
Because
is.
the bloke says, well, the first person you see you're going to fall in love with. Oh, I better walk around with my eyes closed.
Oh gosh.
I'm just imagining this poor woman like falling down the stairs, tripping over the dog. Oh my God, the cat's done a runner.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All I can say is you
looking, you can imagine her looking for the kettle, can't you? With her hands out, burning herself.
Yeah. Oh, what substance is going in your coffee instead of milk? We don't know.
When is this 12 o'clock shouting to her husband? What time is it? Can I open my eyes yet? Oh dear.
Oh dear.
There are numerous tales of ghosts and hauntings associated with tragic love stories. These stories often involve intense emotions, unfulfilled love leading to hauntings and ghost sightings. So we have lots of ghost stories. We're not going to do any of those this week, though. So we may do those next year.
Oh, okay, exciting.
Haunted love stories.
We're now planning a year in advance.
We are planning. Look at us. Hey, how switched on are we? It just goes on about this. This just makes me laugh. In medieval times, some Valentine's Day celebrations, including dark rituals, all I want to see there is dark arts.
Yeah.
Includes the dark arts.
I suppose it technically is.
It is, yeah. With sinister undertones, it says. It uses all these lovely words.
It says sinister undertones, but that's a little bit like, meta-tragic end. It doesn't actually tell us anything.
We have
Has
one.
dark undertones. Like, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
It's obviously in a minor key.
Right, so let's move on from there.
Where are we going?
Oh, I don't know yet. Till I turn the page.
Turn the page.
Dark ritual, we've done that. We've done birds.
I'm sorry if there's people listening to this that do not know why I keep saying turn the page. Right? Please listen to our episode last week.
Yes, absolutely. So there are some mystical and magical rituals for women. For women again, women.
Oh, yeah.
To try on Valentine's Day,
It's all our fault.
along with some background stories here. So, self-love. There is a bathing ritual.
Right.
Which is right out of it for me at the minute because I haven't even got a bath anymore.
And I could have bathed in my living room.
Yeah, you could have done, couldn't you?
Could have had the whole room.
Ducks.
Yeah,
That's what you wanted. Ducks. So it says make your own incense using herbs like rose, vanilla, orange peel and cinnamon. That's rather nice.
I like that,
At
yeah.
least it's not earthworms.
Earthworms.
Mashed with leeks. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says to
Smells funky.
make your bath smell nice. To enhance romance and arousal during intimate moments.
Or you could just do it for you instead.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
Make your bath smell nice because it's nice.
Yeah. So it also says burning love incense has roots in ancient fertility rituals and is believed to heighten romantic energy.
Great.
I just like the smell of it.
I was going to say, just like the smell, do it for yourself and bollocks to anything else.
Yeah, I did light some on the
that's-
way in, if you noticed.
I did notice, yeah.
I thought I'd
Rather
give
nice.
us a bit of ambiance.
Yeah. It works. It works. And it's nice. It's just nice.
It's just nice.
And it's not for anyone else.
No,
No.
just for you.
Yes.
Just do these for you. It says the love lottery. Now, it says recreate the ancient Lupercalia love lottery by drawing names from a jar And the purpose is to spark new romantic connections. I'm not sure what names you put in the jar.
I was going to say, who do you include in this?
Yeah.
It's just like your friends, family,
Inspired by the
neighbours.
ancient Roman festival where women and men paired off for the duration of the festival. But it doesn't tell you what names to put on the jar. Maybe you could put anybody's name on the jar.
I'm kind of hoping these people are consenting to this.
Yeah. Yeah. You put the name of the woman down the road and start stalking her or something.
Yeah, it's not advisable.
No.
Yeah, not advised.
No. So I am not quite sure about
Maybe
that.
famous people.
Yeah.
You know, if it's famous people, then you don't have to actually do anything. You can just go, ha, that's who I would, that's who I'm with for the day, and make believe it instead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or you could just put something on their page and then get a dozen people saying, oh, that's who I am. Come and join me on my private page.
Oh, there is always that, yeah.
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 So you could just pretend for a while. Please don't believe these. Please don't.
I got a friend's request from Elon Musk.
Did you?
Oh yeah, numbers after his name. Yeah,
Oh,
of
nice.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously it's the real Elon Musk. Of course it is.
I've had 3 messages from Hermione Granger from
Have you?
3 different accounts.
Amazing.
Telling me that I'm the best fan that she's ever met, and yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's all poop. Just saying.
Needless to say, they're all blocked.
Yeah, funny that, yeah.
Okay. So love spells. You could do love spells in baked goods. Now, I just like the baked goods.
I was going to say,
bit.
just give us the cake.
Just give us the cake. Baked treats like red velvet cupcakes.
Nice. We like that.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. Make them any day you want.
Absolutely.
Or chocolates infused with love spells. Forget the love spells.
Forget the love spells. Just give me the chocolate.
Just have chocolate.
Yeah.
Just buy chocolate.
I'll tell you what. If my fella, do you know what he made the other day? I came home from work and he'd made Rocky Road. Oh my word. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you wonder why I've chose him. I mean, no contest.
No.
I come home from work. It's been a crappy day. I get wine and Rocky Road. Win-win.
Absolutely. It says infused with love spells. Forget about the love spells. Right. To share love and positive energy with loved ones. Just share them with yourself.
Yeah.
Don't share chocolate. Never share chocolate.
It's not Terry's, it's mine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not Terry's, it's mine. And it says the background of this is kitchen witchery. I like that. A traditional practice of infusing food with magical intentions.
Oh.
So you just say, I hope that we get lovey when we eat it. Is that it?
I think that would work.
Yeah.
I mean, magical intentions.
Magical
What is it?
intentions.
Just think it really hard.
Yeah, just think it really hard.
Think it really hard while you're baking.
Yeah.
And
it'll come
will
true.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they've got a rose petal spell. Now, this is a bit of an issue in the middle of Brittany because there are no roses.
I have many roses.
Well, I've got loads of roses, but none of them are flowering at the minute.
Oh, not right now.
No. Well, this is supposed to be for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's true.
See, rose petals, scatter rose petals around your home or in the bath while focusing on love and... No, don't. Just don't. Because somebody's got to clear it up and it'll be you.
Don't put it down the drain. Right, don't let it go down the plug hole because it will just clog everything up. It's more work than it's worth.
Clogs up your pipes. It makes a mess on the floor. Don't do it.
Yeah, somebody has to clean that crap up.
Yeah. And it attracts love and enhances existing relationships. Yeah, I can think of better things to do.
Yeah, just put the roses in a nice vase on the side.
Yeah.
Be lovely.
Or have a nice picture of them.
Yeah. Yeah, don't make a mess.
Now, this one was why I bought the mirror. I bought a mirror in for Steph to have.
I wonder why on earth we had a
She
mirror.
said, why have you got a mirror, Mum? And I said, all will be revealed. Witchy revealing. Right, so there's your mirror.
Thanks.
There's your candle.
Right.
And it says, stand or sit in front of the mirror, light a candle, and recite affirmations of self-love and confidence.
Great. Do I have to do this right now?
Yeah.
Wow. What am I supposed to say? I'm supposed to say something nice about myself.
Yes.
I don't know what to say now.
Say, you are so beautiful.
Do I say you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So I say to myself,
yes.
you are beautiful.
Absolutely.
And you are confident and you are rocking it.
That's it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Why's the candle? What's the deal?
I think it's just a focus.
Oh, okay. Because I get the mirror. That makes sense to talk to yourself.
Yes.
That makes sense. I don't know what the point of the candle is.
The candle's just... just... I wonder if that sound will come out or whether the enhancer will get rid of it. But I just went... sounding a bit like a horse, really.
Actually, you sounded like a person in Brittany who goes... It's a very French thing.
It is a very French thing. Right. So that is, mirrors are often used in rituals to reflect and amplify intentions. There you go.
Well, I mean, the reflection part is fairly obvious.
Yes.
The amplification, I'm not sure about.
I think the more you do it, the more it amplifies it.
Did you see the really big mirror?
Yeah, a great big mirror. The mirror of Erised.
Oh, I see. That's a really big mirror.
Yeah. There you go.
This is such a stupid episode.
Oh, God. Right. I've got all those already. Right, I'm just wondering how far down the list I'm going. Oh, we have spells in a minute. I'm going to leave the very last one to the end. I'm
going to leave the last one to the end. That's generally the way it goes.
Well, the last one on that page.
Oh, okay, I see.
To the end. So, we've got witches' love spells here that link to Valentine's Day. Historically, witches are often consulted for love spells and charms and potions.
Love it.
Love potions. You can get them from Fred and George.
Yeah. Weasley's Wizard Wheezes.
Absolutely. From the shop.
Absolutely.
In Harry Potter. If you haven't read it,
read it.
Read it. And so, yes, so they're often consulted. The focus on love and romance made Valentine's Day an ideal time for casting spells to attract or strengthen love. And there is part of the film, in the film Harry Potter, they are worried that one of the girls is trying to give Harry a love potion.
She's trying to sneak him a love potion.
Trying to sneak it. Yes, and it ends up that Ron eats some of the chocolate on Harry's bed, and is totally infatuated with this girl, Romilda Vane, I do believe her name is, and it has to be taken to the potions master to have this love potion sort of.
Antidote.
Yes, the antidote, if you like. That's where he falls off the back of the sofa.
Yeah, but it's not, is it? Because he's then poisoned with something else.
Yeah.
But, yes. All those things.
Yes. So, so in Harry Potter, it's quite a thing, these love potions. Fertility and prosperity rituals. Both witches and fairies are linked to fertility and prosperity. As Valentine's Day evolved from Lupercalia, a fertility festival, these rituals became associated with the day itself. Ancient practices including invoking the aid of witches and fairies to ensure fertility and successful romantic unions.
Oh,
there you go.
Very posh.
And romantic superstitions include placing a sprig of rosemary under the pillow to dream of a future lover, or using fairy dust to attract a soulmate.
Where do you get said fairy dust? Because if it's just the dust off your mantelpiece, I got a thing for you.
Weasley's magical. Probably. Or just a bit of glitter.
I was going to say bit of glitter, yeah.
Bit of glitter.
Otherwise known as dog fluff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dog fluff, that'll do.
Dog fluff.
Or edible glitter, if you're going to have it.
Edible glitter,
yeah.
Yeah, I got a bottle of vodka once. I think it was the bottle that I brought to your party.
Yeah, it was.
Which had edible glitter in it.
Yeah, it lasted for years and years.
Yeah.
Until I drank it. The vodka, I mean. Anyway, And that these connections between Valentine's Day, witches and fairies add a mystical and enchanting layer to the holiday history and traditions.
Like it.
There you go. Now, we have this last little bit before I've got a story. So,
There's a lot of rustling of paper going
there's a
on.
lot of rustling of paper because I'm trying to find the bit of paper that I need for this particular. There it is. Paper everywhere. And it is a heart chakra meditation.
A heart
Chakra meditation.
What is that?
You have chakras throughout your body. So 7 chakras from the top of your head to the base of your spine.
Right.
And this one is focused on your heart.
Oh, I see. What is a chakra?
A chakra is an energy source in your body. You can open them and close them.
Okay.
Opening them allows you can heal yourself through them. You can take in love and light and things like that.
Okay.
Through them. Or if you need to, you can close them off so that somebody else can't get access to them.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm there.
So protecting yourself.
Okay.
So that's some of the ways that you can. Being aware of your chakras is an interesting concept.
Okay.
I use it a lot when I do Reiki
Fair.
because I balance people's chakras and I open my own chakras to allow the light and the love to come through, to channel through me. I don't provide it.
Okay. I was going to say it makes sense, but I'm not sure it does to me, but I'm there. I get the concept.
Okay. So this is just a very gentle little meditation. Please don't do this while you're driving or working machinery.
Be in a safe space you can relax in, maybe.
Yes, or looking after small children and things like that. Right. Just make sure you're safe and in a place where you can sit or lie down in a comfortable position. So I'm going to ask Steph to do this because I know she's never done anything like this before.
No, I haven't.
And then I'm just going to go through and you can then tell us afterwards how it made you feel.
Go ferret.
So if you want to join us, you certainly can. If it's not a place for you to do it right now, you could wait until later and do it in a safe place where you are later if you want to try it for yourself. Or you can just listen and laugh at Steph at the end.
As I'm like...
Yeah. So, sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take some deep, slow breaths and allow yourself to relax. Gently place your right hand over your heart. Set an intention to open and balance your heart chakra, which is associated with love, compassion, and emotional well-being. Inhale deeply through your nose. And when you're ready, exhale slowly through your mouth. Continue that on with each breath. Just whenever you're ready, everybody's breathing is very personal to them. Imagine drawing in love and light and releasing as you breathe out tension and negativity. The heart chakra is represented by the colour green. As you breathe in and out, I want you to visualise a warm, vibrant green light glowing at the centre of your chest. Imagine the light as you breathe in, expanding with each breath, filling your entire being with love and compassion. And as you breathe out, breathing out any tension and negativity, Slowly repeat the following as you're breathing in and out. You can say this in your head or out loud. I am open to receiving love. My heart is filled with compassion and kindness. I forgive myself and others. Picture the green light radiating from your heart, extending outwards to surround you. Visualize this loving energy reaching out to those you care about and even to the world beyond. Feeling the connection and the warmth. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you feel ready, gently open your eyes. Take a few moments to notice how you feel.
I'm noticing.
There you go. Just a very short little meditation.
I like that.
It's nice, isn't it?
Did you change the colour for me?
No,
Oh,
no. The
that's quite cool.
The heart is the green chakra. And I know it's also a very special colour for you.
Yes, green is my calm and in control colour. And not calm and in control of anything else, purely just calm and in control of myself. But yes, that's always been a very sort of a relatively darker green. Has always been the sort of strength of the colour, for me. But when you were saying about it coming out and reaching other people, and all I kept thinking of is that's that thing that we've talked about before, where your influence over what you're concentrating on and then what then comes across to other people. And sort of taking it in the other direction, like when you worked with that little boy who said that the feeling angry was sticky. And he said that when he got angry and if somebody gets too close, it sticks to them and they get angry too. And it's that, I think it's really interesting how you can visualize a feeling like that and be able to think of it as being something sticky, that you can still influence other people with that feeling.
Yeah.
And in this case, obviously being a positive one, but still making that feeling sticky so that, you can just, yeah.
Yeah. I had quite a few children. One little boy said that when he got angry, he would have spikes coming out of his hands.
Wow.
And that's why he would make fists, because the spikes would come out of his fists. And then he used to have to hit his fists onto something to
get rid of them.
To get rid of the spikes.
Wow. It's that imagination, isn't it? It's amazing.
I used to work in lots of different ways with children like that. Yeah. Using all their senses rather than, sometimes they didn't have the words to describe. And so, yeah. That to me is magic.
Yeah, that is magic.
When I was able to communicate with children that were very difficult to communicate with because they didn't have the language to understand. But anyway, I have a story to finish.
I'm all ears.
And it is.
I'm all chilled out now.
Yeah. That's nice. I'm hoping this is okay, because I haven't even read this myself.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is new for everybody.
Yes, it is new. It's based on a myth, legend type thing, a love story.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any tragic ends? Okay.
Okay. Swing that light.
Swing that light.
Got it. In a land far away, nestled between the misty mountains and a shimmering lake, there lay a mystical forest known as Everlove. The forest was not just an ordinary place. It was a realm where the very air buzzed with enchantment and the trees whispered secrets of ancient magic. Once upon a time, in a quaint village near Everlove, lived a beautiful maiden named Elara. Elara was kind-hearted and adored by all, yet her heart yearned for a love as profound and magical as the legends whispered by the elders. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Elara wandered into Everlove, lured by the sweet fragrance of the night-blooming flowers. There, under a canopy of twinkling stars, she met Lysander, a handsome and mysterious stranger. Lysander was a skilled archer, with eyes that sparkled like the night sky, and a smile that could light up even the darkest corners of the forest. Unbeknownst to Elara, Lysander was the guardian of Everlove, tasked with protecting its magic and keeping its secrets. He carried with him an enchanted arrow, crafted by the fairies of Everlove. This arrow had the power to bind two souls together in an unbreakable bond of love. As the two spent more time together, their connection grew deeper, and they found themselves falling in love. However, Elara and Lysander knew that their love was forbidden, for the guardian of Everlove could never leave the forest, and a mortal like Elara could not remain within its magical boundaries. Determined to be together, Lysander sought the wisdom of the ancient fairies. Moved by their love, the fairies revealed a way for them to be united. Lysander must sacrifice his enchanted arrow, and in return, the magic of Everlove would grant them a single day every year to be together on the night of Valentine's Day. With a heavy heart, Lysander sacrificed his enchanted arrow, and the magic of Everlove enveloped them in a shimmering embrace. From that day forward, Elara and Lysander would meet in Everlove every Valentine's Day, their love as strong and pure as the first night that they met. The legend of Elara and Lysander spread far and wide, inspiring countless lovers to believe in the magic of true love. And to this day, on Valentine's night, the forest of Everlove grows with the celestial light, a testament to the unbreakable bond of two souls who defied fate to be together.
Ooh. It's interesting because there's a lot of stories that are like, oh yeah, you can get together, but you can only get together once every 200 years or something.
Yeah. They do that in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Exactly. That's one of them. Yeah. Where it's I can't remember how much, once every 10 years or something. Is it 10, 15 years?
Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, he can come off the ship and actually come onto land.
Yeah.
But only once. Yeah, in every so long. Yeah. Yeah, there is a few like that. But yeah, I thought that was quite a nice little story.
I like that.
And I think that's sort of bringing us to the end of this little special on Valentine's Day. Yeah. And it has been quite an interesting episode.
Bit of a roller coaster.
Oh dear.
We can be serious sometimes.
Yeah. Not often, though.
Not often, no. Well, sometimes it's just, it's just needed. I swear it's because we record in the evenings, and by the time we get to the evenings, and I've been at work all day, I think it's one of those times when it's just like, I've been serious all day now, I just need to be silly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If you're in it for the seriousness, we might not be the podcast for you. Sorry about that.
We do get serious sometimes. We did a serious meditation.
We did.
That was quite nice.
It's nice.
And a nice little story at the end. There we go.
Yeah, there's a serious bit to it.
Yeah, that's all you're getting.
Yeah.
The rest of it is just sheer bizarre and hilarious.
Silliness. Yeah.
Well, with that, I think we need to come to the end.
Yeah.
Do you know we've been over an hour?
This is ridiculous. With that, then keep your minds open and your lamps lit.
And we'll see you again next week at the Freakin Shack.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Find us on all our social medias. Email fshack03@gmail.com. TikTok @the.freakin.shack. Instagram @the_freaking_shack. And Facebook is the-freakin-shack. All those freakings are without a G. And our little web page is at fshack03.podbean.com. We look forward to hearing from you.